just incorporating the story of your life into your schedule, and know that things are still cyclical, that it's not like this linear thing that seems like there's no end in sight. Hi everyone, I am Amaya Tala, and I help people experience the sacredness in earth living. So today I want to talk about planning our days and our weeks, our years, our life according to the natural cycle of our lives and of earth, earth, based on earth wisdom, earth-based living. And so with that, I want to start with a story. These past weeks have been really intense for me. I was trapped in a situation that was holding on to the mindset of survival and lack and just the usual mindset of poverty and just marginal living. I mean, there's nothing wrong with people who are experiencing that. I have so much respect for them and just the journey of going through that. But at the same time, it kind of gets stressful a lot. And when I started doing this work, this indigenous work, and connecting more with earth and Mother Nature, we can see around us that Mother Nature wants us to be happy, wants us to thrive, and wants us to let go of that mindset that keeps us trapped and in prison. And so we're not really serving anything if we glamorize or hold on to that type of life. And so, it's been intense, and I had to look within me to learn that I can give myself permission to be happy and to envision the life that I want and to take steps towards it. And so I made a choice to leave and find and let go. And literally, I was at a point that I was going to lose everything. And then at that very day that I decided to leave and not had a plan, wow, the universe stepped in, and now I'm here, back in nature, strolling here, and have the opportunity to stroll and recover and heal with Mother Earth's embrace and just her love and her magical touch that is sometimes unseen and also seen and felt with the four elements as well. So I'm just really happy that she got my back, and I found people who supported me and really are not gonna leave me in the dust. And now I have another indigenous wisdom keeper mentor, Mamerto, Lagitan, Tindongan, who's teaching me a lot of the indigenous ways, and I'm really grateful and blessed to be and honored to be able to do that with him. And so anyway, back to my story, to where I was going to. When we're trying to plan our lives, we usually disregard the stories that we go through, these trying times, the challenging times, the challenging situations. Usually, growing up in the Western world or modern world, we were taught to be efficient, to focus on the tasks, to make sure that we are productive every day. And sometimes when things come up, when things happen, we look at it as something that is like in the way, when actually these are part of the process, the natural cycle that we learn from. Me talking to you right now through this video is a product of that times of reflection, times of emerging, times of testing what I'm made of, testing what I've learned, testing my own wisdom, my own instincts of situations. And I'm able to share that with you because I allowed myself to be in that process. And so And so I think with when we're planning our weeks and our months and our days, it's according to the natural cycles. It's I would suggest, and you can try looking at them as more of a cycle than a linear path that has been taught to us. That there is a story. Maybe using the word story may resonate more. That there is some type of reckoning. Like there's at the start, there's something that's like unknown, like we can't understand what's going on, and things pop up because earth living is full of lessons and opportunities for growth. And just allow that, make some space in your schedule for those things to happen, and allow yourself to experience those things, sit in them and reflect in them, and talk to people about it, people you trust, and be gentle with yourself when they're happening. And just being in the yin stage. So, and then it will naturally just unfold, just like any story. It will lead into something that will kind of give you some sort of reckoning or lesson or remembering or relearning of something, or new things. And so allowing that in your schedule, and then having another part of the later part of the cycle where you integrate what you've learned, you become a better person, you become a new you. And with that, you're in that process, your gifts also get developed, but your natural talent, your expression, your co-creation with life, with what happens with life. When life happens, it's actually a good thing. Because usually when people say life happened, it's like a delay or an obstacle, or they're stuck in their lives. But we can look at it as, when life happens, it's an opportunity to develop and bring out the talents that you have and the gifts that you have, so that you can share that with people and co-create with life. There's something that you get from when life happens. There's something you learn. There's something in you that emerges. And so you're co-creating yourself and your life with the Mother Earth. And in that later cycle, when you're able to integrate that, when you allow that to get integrated in yourself, you are able to now share that with people in a way that is not just task, not just products, not just efficiency, but it has like meaning in them. It has like a life essence. Hello, birds. It has like a essence that people can connect with, can reconnect within themselves, that makes our interactions and relationships more with substance and with meaning, and integrated with just what life is on earth, that is really beautiful. And I bet when you express that learning or that journey, that it's going to be beautiful, that there's a legacy that you're going to be leaving behind. And so there's also that side of like your creative expression, that's not just logical, because usually when we plan, it's usually logical and linear. But when you allow the beauty and grace of life to come to you, like the creative, plan your weeks and days that is like creative. Use singing and dancing to express that journey that you're going through, and that learning that you're having, that you're receiving. And at the end of that cycle, there is, allow yourself to celebrate. Allow yourself to see the beauty and the grace of that whole one cycle of learning that you have. It could be short, it could be a whole year, it could be your whole life, but there are like mini and big cycles that happens in our life. And allow yourself in the part of the cycles where you've integrated and you've like culminated something, to celebrate it, to share it with others, to dance, and I am actually sharing, I am actually sharing that with you right now, because me being here in the middle of the forest, in the woods, just feeling the wind, feeling the sun on my face, because I've been out of touch with nature for quite some time now. So this is like my lesson of choosing this and not settling into a situation that neglects me of this bounty is my lesson. And now I am celebrating that I am here now, that this is my reward, being here fulfilled and happy. So experience that fulfillment and happiness and love from yourself and from the universe and from Mother Earth, and allow yourself to celebrate and just breathe. And so I'm doing that right here, right now, for you all, and I'm spending time in my day, in my week, in my month to do this. So if you incorporate this in your schedule, in your calendars, instead of just being productive, there's more meaning. There's more meaning to it. And another way of looking at this too is to plan your weeks, your day, your time according to who you are, what you're passionate about. So you can pay attention to how you feel at the moment. If you feel like celebrating, if you feel like you just want to reflect on what's going on around you, there's a lot of chaos around you, and you just want to sit. When you pay attention to where you are in the process of learning and your journey, then you can kind of cater to yourself, and incorporate that in your calendar. If you feel like singing or expressing yourself or crying or anything, it would be nice to give yourself permission to make space in your calendar or time to do that. It doesn't need to be scheduled strictly at this moment. I mean, it's something that could be fluid and flexible as well. So scheduling your days according to your own rhythm and your own needs is another way to look at it. So so overall, just incorporating the story of your life into your schedule, and know that things are still cyclical, that it's not like this linear thing that seems like there's no end in sight, and like we're just like doing things and we're not really experiencing any joy from anything that we do. So if you do look at your schedule more as a cycle, and there's mini cycles or larger cycles, and at the end of each cycles you kind of culminate them and celebrate them with and kind of revel on the beauty and grace of just what happened and the story and the jewels that you got from your journey, from your mini journey and long journeys, and knowing that all of those cycles are connected to the ecosystem on Earth and ecosystem in the universe, and the seen and unseen energies, and just feeling the seen and unseen feelings. Whether that's through the physical senses or through the not physical senses, just savoring those makes life more beautiful and with more grace, and knowing that there's sacredness in everything that happens in our life, and we can look at them in a holistic way, in a whole story. That's why story is such a powerful thing, because stories bring everything together, and you see like if you see the essence of the whole thing, and not just one little task, not just one little thing here and there, and it's like with no meaning. So if you incorporate the story of your life into your calendar, and that's if you plan that way, and some of them can't really be planned, some of them just happens, and just be open to how things emerge, that there is this flow. I mean, the water when it flows, it doesn't really plan where it's gonna be in like a day is just flows, but at the same time it knows the general path of where it's going and what it's supposed to do and where it's supposed to be. So that's another thing to reflect on when we're planning our days. We can be open to what life brings us, and at the same time we can use our intuition and instinct to know that to have some sort of like stability and predictability a little bit, but it's a co-creation with the universe and nature, and also co-creation with spirit. I do want to make a special mention to the spirits that guide us, the high benevolent ones who care for us, because I wouldn't be here without them. So if that's something new to you, maybe that's something you can explore. If not, you don't have to. But there are unseen forces. There are things we can all agree. There are things our eyes cannot see, even with light. I don't know what type of light we can't really see, but there are things we cannot see, and so just acknowledging that, for me personally, acknowledging them, that I am not alone in this journey. We're supervised. We're guided. We are walking this path collectively with many things that are magical that we don't even quite understand. So I just want to mention that as well, because I do want to honor them. And so, yes, I think that's all I want to say and share for this video. I'm so happy to just share this sacred wisdom with all of you. This is my journey now, and I'm learning from mentors, and including Mother Earth and myself, my inner knowing as well. And I do want to share that journey with all of you, because I know a lot of us want to go back, and it's kind of an uncharted territory. So that's something that I'm kind of doing the legwork for our community. And if you want to join me, please feel free. I will be developing some more formal maybe classes, and I do offer one-on-ones. And I'm already holding a class if you want to join me, so that we can walk this path together and learn together. But I'll be developing them even more, just to offer this to our community, because we're all connected, and my wish is just for all of us to experience the beauty of life. And that's why I'm sharing this wisdom with all of you. And I hope that this helped, and I will be continuing my journey throughout this trail, and just enjoy the rest of the day. So I hope you all have a good time, and I have enjoy planning and look at your time a little differently, and I hope that makes a difference. So I will see you again in my next recording, and I wish you all the beauty and sacredness in life. And till next time, bye.